USS Ticonderoga, and that was a fort in the United States, Fort Tonga. That's what the ship was named after, Ticonderoga. And we had the most famous captain in the Navy was Captain Dixie Keeper. He was our captain. A kamikaze, the second one, come into the island and hit him, and he got 68 shrapnel wounds, and he never left the bridge for 68 hours. He never left the bridge. He recalled all the dying of the men, and he wouldn't leave the bridge.
In one of the worst kamikaze attacks of the war, the Ticonderoga lost 144 of her crew and suffered heavy damage.
And the Big T still is and always will be the best goddamn ship in the Navy. And our poor captain was the hero that flew back to the hospital. His plane crashed and he died, he was the real hero. The plane hit, I stepped down from the hangar deck, the first level, and then naturally the fire and the gasoline was just a big ball of fire. And the second kamikaze, when he come into the island and naturally killed about 70% of the officers, but that was my station for reporting planes coming in, and 2 weeks prior to that, I moved down below, so I'd have been in the center of the plane coming in, so I kind of got saved a couple of times. I started up to the hangar deck. He pulled me down, and this Marine, he was an honor guard, he jumped up and lost his head. Well, he saved my life. He wanted to go first. He wanted to jump ahead of me. He was jumping the line, John, and he shouldn't have jumped it because it would have been my head instead of his. And then I had to go down to the 7th elevator, the 7th deck, the lowest part of the ship, to a machinery room. And the magazines were burning on the 5th and 6th level, so they had to flood them. As I went by them, they flooded the magazines and flooded me in. And I was flooded in for a couple days till the fires went out. And naturally, I'm flooded in, and men were jumping over. We thought we were sinking. But there was like, in between Formosa and Luzon, there was 250 more bombers coming in because the fleet left us because we were burning so badly. And I said to the little girls and boys that, "Oh, shit." That was my little remark. And that's the story of, till they pumped me out a couple of days later, and I popped out like a little bullfrog. I just escaped here. So I just, little lucky fella. At that time in primitive life, we knew we were gonna die, so it didn't matter how or when, so I didn't really care. In World War II, there's such a thing as patriotism. There's patriots, and I wanted to be one of them.
Home at last, she shows no scars. For the Navy men whom she brought back, a real welcome.